I really live by that sort of 80-20 balance. I really do.
The sky is on fire. The lake has turned to a golden sun. I let the sun go down.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well, and if you're new here, welcome. My name's Chen Yang and I'm an online female and lifestyle coach, and if you are not new here, welcome back. So welcome to a full day of eating. I'm just going to show you guys what I get up to in a day in terms of food wise. I'm currently hitting around 2,000 calories and 130 grams of protein. I was maintaining around 2,600 before my holidays, but I am going away soon and I just want to cut down a little bit, 1 to 2 kgs. Weight has not budged since the last week of being on 2,000 calories, so I may see another drop coming. I'm just gonna kind of see how I go, but I am also aware that it has just been PMS week and I'm so bloated. My stomach's not been feeling great. My boobs are so sore. Sorry if you just came for a full day of eating and here I am within like the first minute telling you about all my PMS details, but also sorry not sorry because this is just part of the female body and the human body. But anyways, I'll be taking you guys along with my meals, just kind of showing you guys how I really live by that sort of 80-20 balance. I really do preach, you know, like that balance, having, there's no good or bad foods. It really is about incorporating everything you love into a diet. Obviously the lower quality foods in moderation, because it's not going to make you feel physically too great or really benefit you in terms of your health or your longevity. But life is also too short to not be having them in your diet, I would say, and this is exactly what I preach to my clients, that 80-20. Sometimes it may be 70-30 and know that that's okay. Maybe sometimes 60-40. We try not to go 60-40, 50-50. But you know, if you're having PMS week or you're just going through a bit of a phase and you're like, this week I've just been really craving, I don't know, crisps or something, give yourself that grace. If you know you're trying to fit things into your macros, you're still trying to hit those like physical goals, to be like, okay, maybe it's okay, you know, if I just have like 70-30, 70% really great whole foods, high quality foods that are going to keep me full, going to keep me energized, and obviously going to give me the vitamins and minerals I need. And then 30% can just be like foods that are lower in quality, aren't going to give me essentially the nutrients I need, but they're going to make me feel pretty good at the moment. So give yourself that grace, but typically aim for like 80-20. That's always a nice gauge with things. So starting off with a breakfast, which is the best meal. I pretty much just made like eggs on toast and avo because that's literally what I have been having 24/7 nowadays. The oat days are over. If you're an OG subscriber, you know that I used to love oats. So anyways, this is the breakfast.
So you had me bite through the bullet. I won't play a second fiddle with you. You look away just when they pull it. You gotta step up, yeah, you miss your cue. Your time is up now. I'm no fool. I know what you are up to. Keep things cool, but it won't help you this time. This time.
So I've just finished that up and I'm actually gonna go and do some boxing. So if you watched my last vlog, I've just been getting into boxing lately and I'm really loving it. So hence why a small breakfast in terms of just 1 egg. I usually have 2, but just thought I would keep it a little bit lighter. Probably went a bit heavy on the vegetables in terms of having to be boxing in an hour's time, but that is okay. And then we will be back for meal 2, which will be like a post-workout, post-boxing refuel, because very important that you're fueling your body before and after your workouts, just from an energy point of view and also just from a health point of view. So I will catch you guys then. All right guys, so that was so much fun. I'm just gonna pop up the little clip from today here. So that's my second session of boxing, and I just realized how much you actually have to think when you're doing things. Like, is it just me, or like, I don't know, the numbers like 1, 2, 3 and then step to the right, step to the left. I'm like left, right, like, oh my gosh, which one's right, which one's left? But no, it was so much fun and it's such a nice challenge, and it's just so great, kind of like, I guess, pushing my body in different ways and just seeing what my body's capable of doing, which is always the purpose of exercise, right? Obviously aesthetic goals are amazing too. I'm not gonna deny that, right? Like, what girl doesn't want to feel confident and doesn't want to, like, you know, work on her body? But I think also like the performance aspect and seeing what your body's capable of doing as well is just as important. Hence why, you know, with resistance training, you're always trying to get stronger. Like, yes, it builds muscle and it builds the aesthetics, but also it's just so rewarding being like, oh my gosh, I can squat that amount, or, you know, a few weeks ago I was doing this and now I can do that, and I can lift these dumbbells and I'm stronger than the boys. So I'm just gonna now make my post-workout meal right now. I have not had cereal in a very long time in terms of just like with my protein shake. I've just kind of moved past it really. And I've just been training a lot later, like in the evening now. So I just have dinner right after. But today I'm gonna treat myself to some cereal, bringing, you know, all the old stuff back. And then I've got so many different protein flavors. So I've got churros here, peanut butter cups. I've got, what is this? Strawberry milk, and then vanilla chai and a banana bread. I'm feeling peanut butter cups today. Also, if you guys want to try the best vegan protein that mixes really well, that does not bloat you, that just tastes good, that does not taste grassy or gritty, you have to try Blessed, okay? And you can use my code CZ10 for 10% off. But this is beautiful. So this, and then Nesquik. I don't know how you pronounce it, Nesquik. Alright guys, so we are back now and I'm just making a light meal just because I've only just had my cereal. So what I'm making is a wrap. So I have some frozen prawns for my protein sauce, and then I have these Farah low carb wraps. Super nice. They're like 90 calories per wrap, which means you can have like a bazillion wraps. No, but they're just like super simple to store as well. And then some super slaw mix, some sauerkraut that's really great for your gut health, some alfalfa sprouts because these just add the extra oomph. They're so nice on top of like salads or toast. I've just been loving them. And then for the fat sauce here, just some pesto. So I just have this dairy-free plant-based pesto. I'm not sure why I got dairy-free, like I'm fine with dairy, but yeah, this is a very nice pesto. So I'm literally just gonna throw all this together. I've got the prawns just in the frying pan just to kind of defrost them and cook them. So if you are someone who works a busy job or just finds a struggle to put together like a quick meal, or you just haven't like meal prepped and you're like, what I do, literally grab a protein source from your fridge. It could be like, I don't know, chicken, fish, tuna. Having like cans of tuna at home makes life so much simpler as well when you're in a rush and you just need something really pre-cooked and you just have to open the can, right? And then just throw together a carb sauce, so a wrap here, some vegetables, some greens, and then you're good to go. It's literally gonna take you at max like 5 to 10 minutes depending on your protein source, right? And the wrap is just gonna go in the toaster, which takes like 2 minutes. So we're really all about that like quick, fast, easy, but balanced meals, right? Like I know that like most of us don't have the luxury to always cook and like make gourmet meals and, you know, think about recipes, but it's still very easy if you just plan ahead and have, you know, I guess like practice, and also just having those staple things at home to make a really balanced meal for yourself that's going to allow you to hit your goals and feel your body in the right way. Because I think for a lot of people, I know like a lot of my clients have said previously before joining, like they're the type of people who sometimes just forget to have lunch because you're so busy, right? And I think it's like sometimes it's not about forgetting, but it's also just like you can't be asked because you don't know what's at home, and you kind of feel this resistance because you know it's going to take so long to cook something up, so you'd rather just like wait it out. And then what happens is like it gets towards the night and they're like ravenous and they just overindulge in the evening or just eat way too much because their body is just so hungry. So it really is about just feeling your body consistently during the day. Typically I have like 4 or 5 meals during the day. They're a bit smaller but more regular, and just really quick things here and there to just keep you going. I think that's quite important. So yeah, I'm gonna put this together and then I will catch you guys in the next meal, probably a snack. I'm gonna go and just do some client programs, and I will catch you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so back now with a snack. So 100 grams of yogurt and just 1 golden kiwi fruit here. It is 6 now, but I do have a call at 7 p.m. so realistic, probably gonna have dinner afterwards because I don't think I'm gonna have enough time between now and then. So this is just gonna time me over because I'm getting a little bit hungry. So I've just been working on pretty much client programs, and the last guide that I made, which was on like mindful intuitive eating, a lot of people requested it, and quite a few of you guys, or like people over on Instagram, I'm assuming it's the same audience, have actually signed up to start with our program, which is awesome. they've joined the Level Up Academy, which is epic. I'm so excited to help them reach their goals, to reach food freedom whilst obviously getting the body that they want, because often that's what's kind of stopping most people from getting the body they want, their poor relationship with food and all that, but also ultimately not really actually having proper idea of how to exercise and eat well in a balanced way to also reach your goals. So often people do very unsustainable methods, which then kind of leads you to down the road of not having the best relationship with food. We are now actually getting ready to open up a new intake in September. So that's also what I've been working on, just pretty much getting a lot of the kind of systems ready for intake, because we do put in a lot of effort and work when we do onboard a new client. There's a lot involved in terms of just like your training programs, your nutrition, also kind of making sure we're meeting you where you're at, because each client who comes in obviously has a different experience, different background. Some people are complete newbies, right? They've never really been to the gym, or they've been, but they just don't know what they're doing. Some people are more intermediate, some people more advanced, some people have like, you know, quite a poor relationship with food. So there's extra things that we kind of set in place to really get them up to speed. So just getting all that ready and pretty much just things organized so that we can open up our intake for September. So if you are actually interested and have been sitting on the fence about getting coaching, about working with someone to reach your goals, to get that accountability support and that proper plan in place, make sure to head over to my Instagram, which is cz.fit. Keep your eyes open. I'm not sure when I'm going to announce the opening just yet, but the last time we did a massive kind of intake, spots were gone within like 2 to 3 days, which was crazy. I was like, holy crap. So just make sure you hop over to Instagram, maybe turn my post notifications on as well so you don't miss that intake, because that's going to be very exciting. And it's actually just over 90 days until the end of this year. So if you've made New Year's resolutions last year for this year, or you just want to head into the new year feeling a completely different person, looking a completely different person, I can promise you within 90 days, we can make that happen for you, because just under 90 days, we've made so much changes within our clients already. You know, they look completely different, feel completely different, have done so much that they never thought were possible in the last few years that they've tried themselves. In under 90 days, we've made it all happen. We're kind of magical here. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to work and I'm gonna have my yoga bowl. I really love my yoga bowls and fruit, and I will catch you guys at dinner.
I'm over here, gotta get across. Whether you like it or not, there is a moment meant for us. And now you made it, but I already played this. Not interested, open your eyes, let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me, shadowing me, I won. Oh, the sky is on fire. The lake has turned to a golden sun. Oh, I'll never get tired. I just wanna dance, just wanna
Alright guys, so that is dinner. So we have some roasted vegetables, pumpkin, sweet potato, kumara, and potatoes with another wrap because I love my wraps. And then 150 grams of salmon, so that is the protein source and also the fat source here, alongside the tahini. And then some mixed vegetables. So we have like corn, broccoli, beans, carrot, pineapple. It's like this, again, frozen mix that I've just bought. So that's going to be dinner. And again, so a very balanced meal. This is typically going to take a bit longer. I usually spend a bit more time for dinner. But again, like the potatoes, yeah, they took the longest to make, but it's one of those things where if you put it in the oven, you can kind of just leave it and then do other things. So whilst that was baking, I pretty much did my call, caught up with a friend as well, got some steps in, and then the salmon as well, pop it in the oven, leave it for 15 minutes. And again, you can do something else whilst that's cooking. And then the vegetables literally took like 5 minutes to defrost and heat up in the pan. So very simple ways to just make your cooking a bit faster, even if you wanted something that was going to take a bit longer to cook, using the oven or like an air fryer if you have one, maybe a rice cooker if you're trying to make rice and you want to do something else whilst it's cooking, are also like great ways to just save time and also make sure you're still eating a variety of different foods and not compromising on, I guess, like, you know, your meals. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this dinner, and I will catch you guys in the last meal, which if you know, if you're an OG, you know what it is.
There is a moment meant for us, and now you made it, but I already played this. Not interested, open your eyes, let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me, shadowing me, I won.
Alright guys, so I've just made my yogurt bowl, the OGs know, and then I've got a Fiber One bar, and then I'm also just currently reading Love People Use Things, which has been a very good book so far. I've really just started it and I'm quite a slow reader because I typically like underline things and then I type out notes from it. So I kind of just read, I kind of actually like almost study the book. So it does take me a while to get through books now. But yeah, that is my last meal, and again, just a nice balanced meal. I love to end the day with something sweet. Like I do have quite a bad sweet tooth. It's gotten a lot better, but if you were to give me like free reign over just sugar, oh my gosh, your girl would literally be in a sugar coma every day. But we care about our health, so I don't allow myself to do that. But no, just finishing off with a nice little dessert, and yogurt typically is also a great way just to make sure you stay full during the night because it's a great protein source. And yeah, if you are low on proteins or just struggling to hit your proteins, having some Greek yogurt, adding some protein powder into it as well also tastes amazing. Topping it with some frozen berries, some fruit, honestly, it makes it so good. It almost kind of tastes like ice cream. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna finish off my yogurt and read this book. I've just been trying to really actually like wind down these days because I have struggled with sleep quite a bit, and I've just found like me working up until bedtime just was not working. And it's hard when you run your own business. It's really hard to switch off because you're constantly thinking about things, right? Like there's always something that you're going to be thinking about, whether that's what you're doing tomorrow, whether like, you know, someone's messaging that you have to get back to, new projects coming up. And yeah, so there's always just stuff going on in the back of my head. I just feel like it's hard sometimes to have that boundary. Whereas, you know, if you're working for someone else, I guess sometimes it's like, okay, after like maybe 5 p.m. or after, you know, the set time or your last call, you do get to kind of just step back from it a bit because it's not something that you have to constantly think about and you're kind of given tasks. But I love it though, so it's okay. But I have just been making sure I'm reading and just winding down properly now, and I've turned my phone already off to like do not disturb so that I'm not getting the notifications, because then I end up getting really tempted and I end up on Instagram trying to work and just like think about things. So yeah, little tip here guys, if you struggle with being on your phone in late hours, just make sure you always have like a consistent like do not disturb or bedtime set there, and that pretty much is just going to help that little bit. But obviously you have to practice that willpower and discipline for yourself. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming along. I hope you guys enjoyed just this chill full day of eating. I hope it showed you guys how, you know, important it is to have that balance in your meals and in your life, and I hope it just, you know, brought some happiness into your day. Other than that, thank you guys so much for coming. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. It really supports the channel. Subscribe if you're new here, and if you'd like to see more content, you can connect with me over on Instagram, which is cz.fit, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!